to the High Elf preliminations, round 2. Jeff the Ref, in the most wonderful of colour schemes here, Strawberries and Cream, is telling us that everything is a go-go for this round, as we are going to be seeing a round here between, as you would have already surmised from the name of the video, is Tyrion versus Alarielle the Everqueen. Tyrion's forces consist of a unit of rangers. Elven rangers are shifty-looking people, like to dual-wield a pair of twin blades there. I believe they also have a ranged attack, if I remember correctly. There's 2 white lions of Trace making up the main body of his army. He has a great eagle, a very majestic bird, as of a war lion to Trace. He has a handmaiden of the Everqueen who is on a wall mount as well. It's going to give her a lot of mobility with that magical ranged weapon that she's got there. And he's also got a unit of archers and a unit of Lothan Seaguard alongside himself, with his own resplendent steed and fiery, burny hot sword. Over on the other side, we have Alarielle of Avalon, who is bringing a unit of Illyrian Reaver archers, fast-moving, mounted skirmisher cavalry. We also have a monster on her side as well, the Arcane Phoenix, very, very brightly coloured bird, capable of casting spells, if I remember correctly. We also have a unit of Lothan Seaguard and some generic spearmen, and a noble hero who will be probably taking up the bulk of the hand-to-hand combat for her forces, alongside a defensively placed unit of Eagle Claw bolt throwers and also a unit of Shadow Warriors, which are another hybrid ranged missile infantry with a little bit of melee capability, and Alarielle herself out here on the far right flank, who will be casting a few spells and probably getting involved in a little bit of the hand-to-hand combat as well. So let's kick this one off, as once again the two armies don't have a particular advantage over one or the other. It's just a small hill ahead of them. Both of them should have visual on each other. The bulk thrower is already loosing its deadly barrage. Just done a little bit of damage to the Lothan Seaguard there. No damage to the White Lions. Maybe a couple of hit points at most. That's definitely going to speed up the movement of Tyrion's forces. They need to close the gap very quickly to nullify the bonus that her artillery piece is going to have here. Of course, that's going to be why her fast-moving units like the War Lions and the Great Eagle are going to be moving to try and find that lovely little flanking position and get in there. But the War Lions are already under attack by the unit of Shadow Warriors up at her front line. Interesting to note, that is her only other ranged unit outside of the Illyrian Reaver archers, but I suspect that the way that she's using them at the moment, she's not moving for the flank, is going to cost her. And that is a big spell, and that is a big miss. That spell has that will have used a lot of her mana reserves, and it really didn't achieve the goal that she was intending there. She was trying to blast those War Lions and get some big damage on that Eagle. Tyrion's forces have all kind of clumped up into a large mass here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, considering the effectiveness of a bolt thrower, but it does seem like her front line is in a bit of a disarray. She's not quite sure how she's going to organise her troops for the defence here. Some of them are falling back. The Shadow Warriors naturally are just going to keep to the rear, but here comes Tyrion as he charges forward into that front line, smashing through. Elves flying everywhere as he's just gotten stuck right into the battle, and he's going to be causing a lot of damage relatively quickly. He is an effective melee combatant, is Tyrion, as the Arcane Phoenix now holds up 2 units of White Lions on its own, which is a good move on her part. We'll see how the Rangers do. They're going to be rapidly moving in. They've got a little bit of space there to make sure that they reduce the incoming range damage, and that's it. The Rangers are now in melee combat. That's where they're going to do a lot of damage very quickly to this Lothan Seaguard. Now the Illyrian Reaver archers are going to be peppering them from the flanks this whole time, but Tyrion has got a relatively effective skirmish line of his own, who are going to be raining down their own missiles as they go. The Handmaiden of the Everqueen is going to be dropping a lot. Must be a bit of a conflict for the Handmaiden of the Everqueen, currently in a fight against the Everqueen herself, but we'll see how that goes. Oof, and a big old spell being cast here. Units being pulled in to that conflagration. Everything's been sucked in. It's like a vortex, pulling friend and foe. And I'm not sure how good an idea that was, because that's actually caused a lot of damage to the bolt thrower crew. They are fleeing, as is a unit of spearmen. We're not quite sure whether that was a good idea, but we've got War Eagle versus Arcane Phoenix. Magical bird versus giant bird. Other than just pecking at each other at the moment. The occasional arrow bouncing off the War Eagle. I feel this is cruel and unusual. We should stop firing arrows at the Eagle. I feel a bit sad for the poor bird being hit. The magical one, on the other hand, I'm not too bothered about. But the poor... Oh, look at it. It's running away. I feel sad now. The poor Great Eagle. It didn't stand a chance. But the main fight's still ongoing. A White Lions unit getting a little bit distracted, chasing the squirrel over there with those Illyrian Reaver archers. But, oh, we've had a death. The enemy lord is dead. I believe that is Alarielle. Let's see if we can find her. Oh, yeah, there's a horse down there. Yep. The Everqueen has, well, she's ceased being an Everqueen, that's for sure. I can't find her body amongst all the other bodies on the floor, but she's down there somewhere. I think at this point, there's not really much left. Victory is most definitely within the grasp of Tyrion, I would say. As, I mean, if we get a pull out here of this is, yeah, you can see all the green banners are flashing white or are close to breaking. This is pretty much going to be the end of this one. Is the Great Eagle going to survive the fight? I'm not sure. It seems a bit confused, a bit dazed. Maybe it spotted itself in a reflection in a mirror. Not quite sure what's going on there. Oh, that's it. Seems to be... They're fleeing. That's it. I believe this... I can't see Jeff letting this fight run much longer. Let's see if we can find Alarielle out here on the floor before things go too badly. She's somewhere in this mess, but I can't see her. She's down there somewhere. We're just not sure where. But let's go to the scoreboards and see how both forces did. So Tyrion definitely deployed a much larger force. Let's get that out of the way first. He deployed 527 compared to Alarielle's 385. So the 140 losses for Tyrion to 283. She lost a significant amount of her troops, 102 remaining compared to 387. And some of his units didn't even really do much. Tyrion himself dove in, got 32 kills. The Handmaiden only got 7. The Rangers only got 4. An entire White Lions unit didn't kill anybody. Whereas another one got 22. Really, the ones that did all the real work were the Archers and the Lothan Seaguard, between them getting 125 kills between them. The Great Eagle got 7, and the War Lions got 43. Respectable numbers there for the Rangers and the Lions. Whereas on Alarielle's side, she only got 6 before she was downed. The Noble only got a mere 15, where he should have been right in the middle of the melee, but he wasn't. Meanwhile, the Spearmen fled before they ever really got a chance to do much, only getting 2 kills, while their own Lothan Seaguard only got 23, the Shadow Warriors only getting 12, and the Illyrian Reaver Archers probably were the most effective unit with 27 compared to the Arcane Phoenix with 26, and then the Bolt Throwers only doing a minimal damage at 14. But this means Tyrion moves forward into round 3, which I believe might be Elif Anar, I think, will be fighting against Tyrion. And Eltharion the Grim will be taking on, I think it's Teclis, in round 3 and 4. So we'll see how that goes, but until then, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.